of the biggest misconceptions about my personal photography is that I'm traveling all the time. I'm going to all these wild locations to get the photos that I'm trying to get, when in reality, I try to stick locally as much as I can. You know, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but on this side of me is an interstate, and on this side of me is a university. Now, the benefit of this university and living close to it is that it is a certified arboretum. Apologies for the loud cars. But this isn't one of those locations where you have quiet leaves blowing in the wind and birds chirping. Even though there are those things going on, for the most part, you know, this is just a local place that's beautiful. And with fall popping right now, we're at peak foliage at the current hour. It's amazing just to come out here and try to find different compositions of small scenes. You know, I really believe that we, for the most part, are kind of at the mercy and shaped as photographers, as creative people, by the locations that we go and photograph. So this is one of those for me, and my photography in general has become much more small scene oriented because of it. And you know, that's neither good nor bad. It's just a different way to create and take photos out in the outdoors and out in nature. So I'm excited to get shooting today, and I'm excited to see what we can find. Yeah, a lot of beautiful leaves, a lot of cool textures, so let's see. Just changing up my gear a little bit here. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I have a tendency to get so fixated on one tree. And like I said earlier, I love this tree bark, and it has a lot of this like weird tearing, this zipper effect almost, of like there's a string of this bark that kind of curls up. And I've really been liking it. I'm trying to get it, but I can't figure out how. And then I just walked to the next tree and I found like the perfect little small scene. So I'm going with a macro, a lens baby macro, and just gonna focus stack the crap out of it. Probably something like 10 frames to get every little piece in absolute tack sharp focus that I want, and that should do the trick. So I'll show you the composition that I have right now. This is kind of what I'm working with. Now, the problem is I kind of have to be off to the side over here because the sun has started coming in behind me, and if I move, it's just shining directly on what I'm shooting. So I'm having to put my camera on a 2-second timer, come over here and shadow it every single time. So not only am I focus stacking this composition, but I'm also just trying to get every little piece throughout the entire frame in tack sharp focus. And with a velvet lens from Lens Baby, that's very difficult to do, especially when you're doing like f4, because it puts that really like unique velvety bokeh effect on the entire scene. So trying to get away from that, but I need to balance the settings what I'm doing. So there's always little workarounds that you can do. So moving back here, focusing, 2-second timer, shutter, move back over here, shade the whole area, and take the shot over and over and over. Repetition constantly, but you know, this is a really cool scene. I'm gonna make it pretty dark because I want a lot of those like really subtle light tones to play into this small scene. And yeah, again, just small scenes, subtleties in nature is my jam right now.
While that shot really didn't work out the way I wanted it to, I used the same technique for another small scene of some really interesting complementary colors. And while I was at it, I can never pass up a good fall high-key photograph of the forest.
So as I'm wrapping up here, you know, light's fading. Of course, daylight savings kills me every single year. I can't stand daylight savings. But noticing I haven't left the same spot the entire shoot. That's what I love right now, is just coming to an area and just exploring one small scene and finding the different intricacies of it. You know, I've never done that before, but I've really challenged myself lately. If I don't slow down and I don't allow myself to see other perspectives in nature, I'm limiting my vision as a photographer, and I don't want to do that. I would encourage you guys to do the same thing. It's yielded some amazing opportunities for myself and seeing things a lot differently for myself too, and that's exciting for me. So, you know, it's a good time. Always fun just being out, exploring, taking photos. And remember, you don't have to go to like the most extreme epic places. Just go local spots around you. Tons of photos to be had. So until next week, guys, really appreciate you watching.
As the light continued to fade, I stayed around and watched it dance around on some leaves and photographed some more small details of complementary colors and the light hitting these leaves just right.